What's up, guys? Welcome to the YouTube channel. I hope y'all can hear me. Matter of fact, shit. Let me see something. Can y'all hear me? 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 Okay, so y'all can't hear me. It's just a little delay, which is weird. It's weird. Okay, so if you guys celebrate the holidays and all that jazz, happy holidays to you. Um, Wait, I need to fix my attitude. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys joining in. For the ones who will be watching the playback of this episode. Um, so let's see. So thank you guys for joining in again. Um, this message is for Lightworkers. Excuse me. This message is for Lightworkers. Um, I was not gonna come over here, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was not gonna come over here. I just was. I've been in like hermit mode, so I just kind of leave it at that. Um, and I wanted to continue being in hermit mode, and spirit was like, "Yeah, you should jump on." So I was like, "Okay," and I started to think about some of the dreams that I've been having and how I felt like that a lot of the messages that I receive aren't just for me. And I was like, yeah, I should share that, because maybe this could give somebody some sort of insight, some sort of direction, some sort of encouragement, some sort of maybe it'll just add to someone's faith um, right now that they may need. So, one of the first things that I guess I would talk about tonight, because it's like, it's 6:38 p.m., 12/24/23. Y'all know, if y'all listen to the podcast, y'all know how I am about stating like the exact moment in time and stuff like that. So, what was I going to say? So, um, okay. So one of the first things that I wanted to talk about that I feel like Spirit wanted me to touch on is that I should have got more comfortable, man. Um, because I don't like leaning over like this. I do not like leaning over. Yes. All right. All right. So I don't want to mess up all that. So, but one of the first things I wanted to talk about, what I feel like Spirit wanted me to talk about, was that some of you guys may be going through um, the hermit's journey, where you are being isolated from things that are going on the outside of you right now, and it's asking for you to focus more on the inside. That is a thing that's happening. So some of you, okay, So some of you may have been trying to make plans, but some of the plans have just been kind of falling apart. And you feel like that you intuitively feel like, wait a minute, like why is all this keep falling apart? Like you starting to connect the dots, you're starting to put two and two together that even though this seems like a time to be celebrating with others, this may be a time where it's asking for you to isolate yourself, to be alone, to get more in contact with God, with light. And because God is trying to communicate with you about some things. And right now, I'm not totally sure right now why this time is so important, but this is an imperative time I just heard for you to uh, go into your prayer mode, a prayer zone. So some of y'all may be prayer warriors, or some of you may wait until you going through something, and then, some of you used to going into this place where you start praying when something is going wrong, when you really need help, when you really need guidance. And some of y'all may not even be in that space right now, but you feel like something could happen, or the other shoe is going to drop, and that possibly you could be being called to do this. And your intuition is correct. You are being called to go into prayer. You are being called to pray not only for you, but your prayers, your energetic blueprint as far as the gifts that you've been given of prayer, the gifts that you've been given of connecting to source may be needed, because there's an elevation to your gifts that may be going on right now, or maybe trying to transpire, or maybe not even, it's going to transpire whether you like it or not. And so you've been calling to go into a place of solace, I think that's the word, or solitude, so you can begin this upgrade that is happening. They're also saying that the what you're eating and your intake, like what you're digesting, is important right now. So try to infuse more fruits and vegetables into your daily regimen, in your intake of food at this particular time, because it's going to lift your vibration and heighten your vibration. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's that for that. The next thing I want to touch, that spirit is asking me to touch on, is yo, spirit is asking me to touch on is have have hmm have. When I say have, I've been talking about the Five of Cups that just came out, and I got half from that, like your other half, or the a half, like oh, gotcha, boom. So the song Chapel came up from the Dixie Cups. It's an old song that I absolutely adore right now. It's called the Dixie Cups. They're the band that sang Iko Iko. I think I've talked about this on my podcast before. Um, but it'd be like, going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel. Okay. So there are some of you guys that have been split. I think I've talked about this before. And this is a coming together stage of your calling back all parts of you healed is coming into play right now. I don't know why. I don't know if this has something to do with the end of the year, but this is the end of the year for some people who celebrate the Western calendar. But if you're more open to the like Vedic astrology or the Mayan calendar, this wouldn't be considered the new year. The new year starts when okay, for some, not everybody, you ain't got to do this. For some, the new year starts in the spring, and that's in March. Um, but for people who do celebrate, as this is the end of the year and the new year is approaching, this may have something to do with you have managed to you're pulling parts of yourself together from multiple timelines. Oh, okay. So this is something. This is some clearing work. So you're wrapping up some clearing work. So this is a different message from the first message. So this is another collective that I'm talking to right now. But I don't got timestamps in. Let me see. Let me see.